And now a hat tip to our sponsors. The EGRL is supported by Basecamp 31. What's that? Well, we're so glad you asked. Located in Clinton, New Jersey and incorporated way back in 2004, Basecamp 31 is a nonprofit that works to build and support efforts that improve health, build community, and promote personal development. The kinds of things that push people to grow and communities to thrive, like the Elite Girls Rugby League. Learn more at basecamp31.org. And Steamroller Rugby Supply. Look, here's the bottom line. Rugby isn't just some game where you throw the ball backward. It's a global tribe. It's not only about sharp skills, it's about looking sharp and a high-quality kit. When you want top quality at fair prices with personalized service, you want Steamroller Rugby Supply. Visit us at steamrollerrugby.com. Have you ever noticed how many sports leagues and teams are sponsored by physical therapists, trainers, and other similar professionals? It's almost like they're expecting you to get hurt and want to be top of mind. Not if, but when you do. What would you call a team of those same types of professionals that do treat injuries but spend most of their time working with you to prevent them instead? Some people call them crazy. They call themselves proactivity, and their customers usually call them first. It's not rehab, it's human achievement, and they've been doing so with top athletes and employers since 1998. Got a business that would get into supporting these great athletes too? We'd love to have you advertise with us. Send our ad minions a note. Email admin@egrl.org.
Test. Yep, we're on. All right, good morning, everybody. And, there we go. Morning, everybody. And, welcome to day 2 of the Northern Clash. We're going to be kicking off very shortly Play Rugby versus Downingtown for the first game of a 2-game series today. Unfortunately, my partner in crime, Brian Ahern, has other duties today, going to watch one of his daughters play at LIU. She is representing Sacred Heart University. Actually, both daughters are representing Sacred Heart University, but one, Kaylee, is down recovering from a knee surgery, and she'll be back this summer. And Cheney will be starting for Sacred Heart today against LIU in the 7th series of the spring. So I see we've got captains approaching center of the pitch. Mike Eisenhart will be officiating today and is mustering everybody together to get the first whistle going. And hats off to my colleagues behind the cameras. Production O'Brien. And we'll be joined on the other mic by head coach for Morris, U18 girls, Bill Dobbs, shortly.
No reply back after today's games.
All right, we're live.
Oh boy.
Here we are. Hang on, I think we have a. Are we live? I got nothing.
I got nothing. You hear us? Testing, testing. Oh, that's something.
Okay.
Gotta get that close. Wow.
Test, test, test.
Yeah, kickoff and a knock-on right off the kickoff.
I got a dead mic. Maybe it got shut off. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm on. I don't hear you.
Out, yeah.
Oh, you did something.
Oh, there it is.
Loose wire on the star here.
Terrible equipment.
Scrum to play rugby.
Not accustomed to
Oh, stolen by Downingtown. Number 8 picks up. A quick pick and go. Is that Claire? I think that's Claire Zapp. Yes. Oh, looks like a player down a little bit. Oh, play rugby gets the ball. Couldn't really see what happened. Bear with us as Steph is having technical get. Back up.
No, it's the connection here. This is a disaster.
I'm going home. I'm just going home. I'm sure it did. That'll make the blooper reel.
Oh.
Got my paper dirty.
All right, at the break, we'll get another mic up.
Rock over.
Test. There we go. Test. Good. All right, sorry, folks. Just a little bit of technical difficulties this morning as we were kicking off. So we're down a mic right now. Hopefully at the half we'll get that switched out and we'll get Bill Dobbs back on the other mic. But otherwise, we've kicked off a pretty exciting game here with Play Rugby versus Downingtown. Downingtown was in a threatening space there with Play Rugby within the 22, but it looks like Play Rugby's been able to turn it over, and we've got a pretty decent run approaching the 10. So Play Rugby working the ball out of the danger zone, but some pretty hard defense being activated here by the Sky Blue jersey, being Downingtown. Hearing some pretty good organization from the Sky Blue jersey, actually on the defense, scraping across. Making it hard on Play Rugby, but Play Rugby is looking for those options, moving the ball well, and the hooker, Castillo, just had a nice run taken down just in front of us here. Ball's good pressure. They're working towards the 50, but Downingtown is really giving them a hard time, keeping them just north of the 22.
Don't stop.
So This may be the line break that Play Rugby's been looking for. We're going to try to get a jersey number here. Dished off Castillo on the second part of the carry here. They have crossed the 50. They are now firmly in Downingtown territory. Looks like we have a knock-on call by the referee, Mike Eisenhart, our coaching colleague, and as well taking the referee duties this morning with some scheduling difficulties from earlier in the day. So, really nice work from Play Rugby here on the offense. Downingtown putting a significant amount of pressure on them. They kept their heads and were able to move the ball past the 50. Referee Mike Eisenhart has just called time. Not sure what the issue is quite yet. I'm sure.
Train Rugby went down Play Rugby went down 2 players.
Got it. So we have.
They're trying to regroup and see what they got here.
So unfortunately, Play Rugby is down 2 players, as Bill Dobbs is telling me, due to injury. So they're regrouping at the moment and looking to get some players into jerseys and get back up to 15 for the game.
Should go ask our girls if they need more subs.
Chris, you want to get another mic kit out of there? Give me the empty bag and I'll pack this one up. I think we have a cord issue with this one. Oh, we're back on. All right. The bag's probably under.
Let's see if it's the cord or the mic.
Okay, we've resumed play and we're working on the technical difficulties. Bill Dobbs is putting together another mic setup and we'll be back on the mic briefly. Game is back on, so they've figured out the players for the time being and hopefully getting some of the Morris girls to pull on some jerseys to assist with the latter part of the game. So scrum down on the near side here. It was put in Doylestown, if I'm not mistaken, and they are on the attack again, making some good hard-charging efforts on the far side of the field. Well organized, good recycling of the ball. But Play Rugby creating some static and not making it easy for them. They still have yet to cross the 50 to the opposite side. They're working it. Oh, stolen. And it's now off to the outside. Got Rodriguez, who just dished off to her winger. I believe that was Johnson. Johnson was on the run the far side. They're working the ball back up the middle. Good series of play here from Play Rugby. Aguaville on the carry. She's brought down just south of the 10.
Okay, I'm on.
And Bill Dobbs is back. Welcome back.
Gee, thanks. A little bit of a tumble getting out of there. For everybody, the whole 4 people watching this, I hope you saw me fall over the chair.
That might get us some more views, man.
Definitely going to make the blooper reel.
Yeah, for sure. Lord knows we have plenty of tape for that. Okay, so a little bit of pressure there. Play Rugby fumbling to get the ball, and yes, that's the pressure that Downingtown's been looking for. Mike Eisenhart is going to call the knock. And it's going that guy, and it's going favor of the sky blue jersey. So pretty solid series of play on the offense from Play Rugby, but good pressure on that sky blue jersey D, and they were able to turn the ball over, win the knock on the far side in Play Rugby territory.
Yeah, I like the way both teams are moving the ball around.
Me too, man. That was a pretty good offense on either side. And what'd you think? Did you get a look-see at the Downingtown defense? Pretty strong.
Well, I was kind of doing other things, but it does look pretty good from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, when you rolled out of the weeds and
Literally.
oh, here we go. Sky blue jersey on the attack. 12 moves it out to the winger. 11, who I believe is Chuck Davies. Chuck Davies looking for support, but unfortunately it's late. And nice work there from Play Rugby, keeping their heads. They've got the ball back. They're in their 10, trying to work it out.
Oh, coughed that one up. Back to Downingtown.
Man, it's a back and forth. So Downingtown in a very threatening position here, just north of the Play Rugby
Nice
5 meter.
Pod.
That's Pasco, number 8 in the sky blue jersey. She had a hell of a good game yesterday as well.
She did.
Ball moving well. They're working the full field. Play Rugby scraping, but I think it's all for naught here, folks. It's a charging run from the far side winger, and
I think he called forward pass.
oh, he did. Look at that. Okay.
Aaron, do not pass that ball like that, right?
Coach wasn't happy with that pass either.
Evidently. Somebody's not getting their fruit cup tonight.
It's true. No oranges for you at halftime.
Oh, man.
So we were supposed to have a guest commentator, I thought, today.
Mean Gene Caulfield. Where is he?
I guess Sleepyhead couldn't get up on time.
Or perhaps he's sleeping it off.
Perhaps. Ooh, scrum buckled over like that. I hate seeing that.
Yeah. That's where we got 2 injuries yesterday for Play Rugby as well,
Right, yep.
against Morris.
Yeah, they weren't happy with our girls.
Well, formidable pack. Oh, quick tap and go. Pasco on the carry. She's handled. We're looking at the far corner. They are sky blue jersey is threatening, huh? And just
Is that Claire? Looks like Claire Zapp.
Claire Zapp.
She knocked it off.
Yeah. And Mike got it, and unfortunately Claire Zapp just lost control of the ball. She was trying to dot it down, but solid effort. Unfortunately, those things happen.
I know it doesn't look it, but this grass is very wet. As my feet and my bottom know.
It's going to be a goal line drop to Play Rugby. So Play Rugby,
Why is it a goal line drop? I should know this, and I don't. I would think that would be a 5 meter scrum.
I think they know. I think it's the goal line drop versus the 5 meter scrum.
But it
now.
was still a knock on.
Yeah. Well, we can ask Mike after, because that's good. That's a good point. I'm a little bit confused on that. So Grubber kick, interesting.
That's a knock on. So that should be. Oh, the sir didn't see it.
Wow.
Oh no, he's playing advantage.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, I was just going to start beating him up like he beats up all the other referees.
So Play Rugby, I mean, we were talking about them yesterday. It's a team that bends but doesn't break, and I mean, I think they're showing that right now in this resilient defense that they have. And now, and moved into the offense, and they're trying to work it out of their 50, out of their 22 for that matter. It was a good kick. Unfortunately, the chase wasn't there, and recovered by Downingtown, and they're working it back in again.
Oh, she just knocked that on too. You didn't see that one.
There's Pasco, the 8, again with the big trundling carry there. Oh.
Taylor, you gotta stay on your feet.
Yeah.
Off her feet.
And Play Rugby, they really brought their contact game back up too.
Absolutely.
They're tackling and they're hitting the rucks and everything. Real solid, just like all the teams in this league now. And it's nice to see.
100%. And you know what? I think you can say this as well. From the first time we saw Play Rugby 3 weeks ago to now, the big improvements.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, like you knew the athleticism was there, the rugby IQ was there, but hats off to the coaching staff because they have made enormous leaps and bounds in the last 21 days.
Agree. This the first line out of the day?
Yeah, I believe it is. So put your critical eye to that, Bill, and tell us what you see when it develops.
I'm gonna try. It's kind of a weird angle.
The one thing we don't suffer here are excuses.
Big shout out to Brian Ahern today for making me be on the mic. Oh, so I had to go watch my daughter play.
Okay, a little bit of a...
So that looked like it was knocked down by Downingtown, and then the hooker got it, but it was knocked forward.
Cobra! Cobra!
Okay, we got a Cobra call. Let's see what the Cobra develops to.
Good to know.
Ball's up. Straight down the tunnel and well fielded. Yeah, look at that. So Cobra's going to be a weak side run.
Right. Yep. Right to the inside channel.
Yeah. Okay, I like the Cobra play. Unfortunately, Cobra resulted in the ball being driven out of bounds. So now it's a play rugby put in on the far side line out. Ball's up. It's tapped into play rugby hands. Play rugby on the move. If we can get a jersey number there, number 8 on a big carry there. That's America making the hard work there. Now we've got number 10, Molly Kennedy on the carry. Great pressure here from the blue jersey, but just not breaking is the play rugby. They're keeping it organized.
Oh, nice.
Nice little pick and go there off the back of the ruck, and they're contesting it right now.
Yeah, turned it over.
Yes, they did. Hard fought there from Downingtown. Downingtown on the attack and looking pretty threatening here. A good little spin run there, breaking tackles. Try to get you a jersey on that, a name on that jersey in a sec. Ball's moving well. Good depth from the Downingtown attack here, and they're and play rugby's paying for it. Pasco again on the carry, making big yards here just north of the 5 meter, well within the 22.
Oh, she slipped the tackle there. It looks like she's...
And that's it. Try awarded.
Put it down.
So well worked there by the sky blue jersey, but some inspired play from play rugby. First score probably about 15 minutes in at this point, Coach.
Yeah, hard-earned try there.
Hard-earned try, yeah. Good spot for the kick, though. I suspect we'll get the 2 points out of this.
Oh, I see the other referees showing up.
Morning, Danny.
How's the car running?
Cup of coffee?
Hey, you think
Egg
we
sandwich?
bought coffee and donuts for the star here, you.
You would think. Maybe he doesn't know the rules. If he doesn't want to get tooled on, he brings coffee.
Well, he'll probably do second half, then we'll give this to Mike. And then I can go get my team together.
Whatever do you mean? You have other jobs? Let's eyeball this kick for the sky blue jersey. Drop kick a la Sevens, and she slots it.
Awesome. 7-0. Again, I want to thank Brian Ahern for this opportunity that I did not want.
That was Lily McGettigan on the conversion. Nice kick.
3.5 minutes left, according to the ref. That pretty pink shirt.
Pink suits him.
He wears more pink than anybody I know.
Handsome bastard. What? That's all right.
And the restart. Dead air.
3 minutes to go.
And
ball's up.
Right off the kickoff.
Yeah, so the knock's there. It did go 10, and unfortunately, Well, Bill, like you were saying, I mean, that ball's a little slick right now.
Right.
So it's not the easiest thing to handle.
And
right there.
we know from our team, we all have problems with catching those balls like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No matter, and we work on it. I know for us, we work on it every practice.
Every practice. I mean, Mike runs that warm up, and it ends with everybody, working the high ball.
Yeah, just tough thing to do sometimes.
Yep. Yep.
Oops,
And when weather works against you, all the more so.
Right.
So
Emma Davies right on that jackal.
Rodriguez on the carry there. She's rolling away, and wow, yeah, just ball taken away efficiently by Downingtown here. And on the carry, we had the hooker, McKenna. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at a pretty small roster here, and of course I forgot my glasses this morning, so my apologies to the families.
And I'm no help at all.
We've got Bill Roll out of your chair Dobbs helping me out here.
Keep it up. I'll send Lynn Hanson over here to be next to you.
Oh, nice work here from Play Rugby, threatening a try opportunity here, just moving the ball well, putting the Downingtown jersey on the back.
They lost it.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, man, that was hard work there. Nice work, good pressure from that Downingtown D. Even though they were on the back foot, they were able to cause that turnover. Oh, gets the bounce, and that was number 8, recovers the ball, America.
Slipped another tackle. Slipped 3 tackles on that.
I'm calling America by her first name because I'm having a hard time reading the last name. I think it's Menna.
Mendoza.
America, okay. I guess we were shortened here. So Mendoza.
She is such a nice kid.
Yeah, played some sevens with you in the fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Molly Kennedy on the carry on the far side of the field.
Nice.
Getting worked pretty hard there. Play Rugby still in control.
Playing the blind side. Oh, she got some run. There goes America.
There it is.
America.
America Mendoza gets the line break.
Dots it down underneath the post.
Boom.
So a couple players down out there.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's right at the half. It's right at the 20-minute mark.
So unfortunately, yeah, that was nice work right there. It's hard work pays off, I guess. If we were looking at that, and then all they needed was that one soft shoulder for Mendoza, and she exploits it and dots it down. Looks like we have some reinforcements coming in, as in Sienna and Rowan.
Oh yeah, look at that.
We're going to help out with Play Rugby for the second half. Love seeing that. That's good rugby culture right there. Up for the kick. We'll get you a jersey number in a second here. Looks like it's going to be Kennedy on the conversion attempt. Solid strike. Flags are up. 7-7 game. We're at the half. Okay. All right, folks. We'll be back in 2-2. Anything to add, Bill, before I put us into commercials?
You're good. I got to go take care of some stuff.
All right, man. Well, appreciate it, and looking forward to this afternoon getting on the podcast.
Okay. Thanks, Brian Ahern.
Thanks, Gene.
Yeah, Gene. Slackers.
Slackers.
And now a hat
All right,
tip
Mike,
to
you're
our
over here now.
sponsors. The EGRL is supported by Basecamp 31. What's that? Well, we're so glad you asked. Located in Clinton, New Jersey, and incorporated way back in 2004, Basecamp 31 is a nonprofit that works to build and support efforts that improve health, build community, and promote personal development. The kinds of things that push people to grow and communities to thrive, like the Elite Girls Rugby League. Learn more at basecamp31.org. And Steamroller Rugby Supply. Look, here's the bottom line. Rugby isn't just some game where you throw the ball backward. It's a global tribe. It's not only about sharp skills, it's about looking sharp and a high-quality kit. When you want top quality at fair prices with personalized service, you want Steamroller Rugby Supply. Visit us at steamrollerrugby.com. Have you ever noticed how many sports leagues and teams are sponsored by physical therapists, trainers, and other similar professionals? It's almost like they're expecting you to get hurt and want to be top of mind. Not if, but when you do. What would you call a team of those same types of professionals that do treat injuries but spend most of their time working with you to prevent them instead? Some people call them crazy. They call themselves proactivity, and their customers usually call them first. It's not rehab, it's human achievement, and they've been doing so with top athletes and employers since 1998. Got a business that would get into supporting these great athletes too? We'd love to have you advertise with us. Send our ad minions a note. Email admin@egrl.org.
Okay, folks, we're back for the second half of the Downingtown play rugby clash of the Northern Weekend, and we have a hot seat and a new mic. Danny, introduce yourself to our vast listening audience.
Thank you. Dan Moraine, been an official for about 7-8 years here, and I'm also a coach for the Montclair State University rugby programs here in New Jersey as well.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
Thanks for occupying the seat for us before you have to jump on the pitch and referee the next game. But glad to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so referee Mike Eisenhardt is marshaling the troops, getting everybody ready. Downingtown's going to kick off to play rugby. And let's see, it's been a pretty slick ball today due to the heavy rains that we got yesterday. So fielding the kicks has been a little bit challenging, but let's see what we get here. Ball's up. Solid pick. Oh, comes off the knees, so there'll be no knock on. A little bit of soccer play here and good pressure from the blue jersey playing into the backfield on play rugby. Yeah, and play rugby on the attack, opting to work it out of the 22 versus the kick, but it makes sense because they're well covered in the backfield, that sky blue jersey. So big runner here. Breaking some shoulders here. We're going to get you a jersey number in a second because this run is out of control. Number 4, and that is Casey Reynoso with a fantastic run, brings it over the 50. Ball's controlled just in the 10-meter there, and but play rugby still on the attack and looking pretty threatening here. 2 on the tackle there. She gets the offload, moving the ball pretty well there. Support is there in the form of number 8, America Mendoza, pardon me. The attack, the play rugby attack continues. Oh, a little bit of confusion there when 12 Rodriguez picked up the ball. She was looking for options, didn't feel like she had them. They're still able to maintain possession. Solid pressure, deep pressure here from the blue jersey. Oh, here we go again. Number 4, Reynoso, seems to be a pretty powerful runner right there, and if you're giving her the ball, she's making the yards. Good ball distribution here. Big tackle right there on play rugby from who I believe was Emma Davies there. No, I'm sorry. That tackle was laid out by the 13, and that's pardon me.
Yeah, that looked like it was a high tackle. That was calling the penalty.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have jersey numbers on this. As many as I would like, anyway. Okay. We'll work through it. So, I think we're going to get the knock called. Or maybe not. Maybe not. No, it is.
Yeah, it's a knock on.
So what'd you see there, Dan? You thought you saw a high tackle on the far side of the field?
High tackle, far side of the field. Yeah, it was definitely clearly above the shoulder line. Correct call by the ref. Unfortunately, that they were able to kick the ball out. Downingtown was able to recover, had a nice counterattack coming back.
Absolutely. Downingtown really effective on the defense in that jackal as well, and forcing those turnovers. But definitely play rugby, giving them a hard time. Nice work from 9 to 9 there, and wow, really competent work. I believe that's number 15 play rugby, Ella Venables, who painted her opposite number and then stripped the ball from her. Watching here, this is that line speed pressure is definitely making, big tackle there laid on play rugby, and that was by, I'm sorry, I can't get a jersey number right there. It looks like number 9, Cameron Snow, put a big hard-hitting ball jarringly loose tackle on the opposite. And wow, they turn it into a try.
Yeah, that was a great big first tackle. Knock-on was apparent on the tackle. Official is right to award advantage. And it looked like just the Downingtown forwards were just picking up and going, crashing short ball phase after phase until they powered right into the try zone. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome series of play there.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, and calm, cool, collected. No, not feeling any pressure there. Just working the ball, putting play rugby on the back foot, and then resulting in a try.
Yeah, credit to their defense overall. I mean, after a couple of big phases with play rugby with their number 4 running through, Downington, really just calmed themselves down and really got them slowly backing up until they were able to hit the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah, solid work. Solid work for sure. Did you guys get eyes on the conversion? We did not. We'll get back to you on that, folks. Apologies for that. We were having a chat and didn't pay attention to the conversion. Not very professional. No, conversion no good. So 7-5 at the moment. Pardon me, 12-7. And Downingtown in the lead with that second try. They just dotted down and unfortunately didn't make the conversion. Big run here from the hooker, McKearns. Well controlled, good ball service here. And then the Michaela Snow on the carry. So, yeah, okay, looks like we have two sisters here between Cameron and Michaela, one playing at the loose head and the other playing scrum half. Oh.
There was not a release of the ball there by Downington on the tackle, so play rugby made it quick. Oh, but he's calling a not release there as well, too.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like a great pick by Ella Venables in the 15 jersey and made some hard charge there, but unfortunately turned over.
Looks like play is stopped for an injury on a Downington player right now.
Okay, we've got trainer coming out on the field. Never want to see that, Dan, right? It's
absolutely, yeah. You never know what's happening. Hopefully she's okay. Maybe needs to take a breath or the type of hit that she got. We'll see soon as well.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with the level of play of both these teams. I've known about play rugby, officiated a couple of their games last summer as well, too, in a tournament in Connecticut. So I know they're very athletic, their ability. They have an excellent coaching staff. They're really teaching them how to attack through space, especially. And so you could see it today. They're not afraid to get hit or to hit. So it's been a real advantage for their play. I think one of the big things I see, especially in the high school level, is once ball is turned over, being able to recollect to get onto that defensive game line. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're seeing. Downington is taking advantage of that. Some quick stuff, calm, working together as a pack through phase, and they're really marching down. So pretty nice to see it at this level,
I agree, and I think this is a testament to the league, right? It's this is the level of play that we've become accustomed to, and the interesting thing, Dan, is in the first half when I was talking to Bill Dobbs, we were talking about the leaps and bounds that play rugby has made in just the last 3 weeks, and hats off to that coaching staff and getting their athletes rugby ready, because we saw them play a very scrappy game up in Greenwich about 3 weeks ago, and now we're seeing some cohesion and organization. So a lot of hard work been done on the practice pitch in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's really neat to know. This game is about discipline because it really can get out of control, at any level, from the men's clubs to, women's social. It doesn't really matter, Sometimes I like to even tell my college players we have to shake the American football mentality out of your heads when you go onto the pitch here. It's about focus. It's about trying to discipline yourself on the tackle or being tackled, and how to recycle ball or jackal ball appropriately to gain advantage through phases on either side of the ball. So, yeah, I mean, to see it at this level is so important.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it only will help with their own personal games moving through a collegiate level if they take that route.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's kind of the genesis of this league was, creating platforms for these young ruggers to move into that next phase. And I think if you look at the roster of graduated players, you'll see some pretty impressive schools and programs that these teams have fed into at this point. So we're back in play after the injury assessment there. The player was clapped off and walked out under own power, which is good news, and we're back in game.
Looks like the official called a seatbelt tackle, so the penalty and wasn't kicked out.
Kick to touch was no good and well fielded by Play Rugby on the far side. The flag is up now, so driven out of play. Which will result in the line out, which I suspect is going to sky blue jersey. Still 12-5 into the second half. Line out is going for Downingtown. Just north of the Play Rugby 22. Ball is well fielded off the top. Ball moving well through the hands of the backfield. Good attack here, work. And number 12, I believe, Danica Luzak on the carry there. She's stopped in the center. And there's Pasco with the big carry and breaking tackles. Rugby hanging on for dear life. Pasco's taken down just north of the 5.
Yeah, that was great jackal right there. Yeah,
absolutely.
Beautifully played. Officials right on it to see. Penalty for Play Rugby.
Quick tap and go from Venables. Venables gets it about 15 yards north and then dishes it off. It's broken down, but Play Rugby's going to move it. Would like to see a little bit more oomph out of the Play Rugby attack as opposed to catching it flat, getting that ball from depth. But otherwise, handling is not an issue. So there's that stifling defense that we were talking about, Dan, that you noted.
Yeah, right on tact. They're tacked right on it. And a point to you, you're saying, I think one of the things they would have to work on in the future is that they are catching the ball flat-footed.
Yeah.
I think with a little bit more speed, they might be able to break and advance into that Downingtown line.
Right,
but still impressive.
Yeah, nonetheless. You get that ball at pace, and you're going to hit that soft shoulder and say goodnight. Ball's brought to ground just north of the 5. Play Rugby hanging on, trying to work it out of their 22. Hard run here from the hooker, Castillo. Castillo making some yards on the far side, dishes it off, working the ball back towards the near side. Looking for space, hard run there.
Yeah.
Get a jersey number on that young lady in a second, give her the credit that she is due. Ooh, big tackle there, and look at that jackal. That jackal is on. They're able to hold on to it, impressively so. And this is a clash here, just north of the Play Rugby 22.
There's a lot of hard hitting, yeah.
Ooh, absolutely.
Yeah. We got someone down with the blood on the field from Play Rugby right now, yeah. Hard hitting, yeah.
Yes, good tempo in this game, man. It's not being, either side's not giving it up easily. Hopping to get out of the tackle. Okay, there's a whistle. No, pardon me, it was play on. Oh, Play Rugby finding some space here. And again, Reynoso on a big carry, taking it deep into the sky blue jerseys territory.
No support from her players, and
isolated runner.
Easily picked, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, kick, kick to take pressure off is thwarted, and Play Rugby back on the attack. Not sure what was going on there, Coach, but a little bit of stall in play. But Play Rugby is able to hold on to it.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I thought they were still in a ruck, even though number 13 from Downingtown came around to give her a tackle. Nevertheless, Downingtown was able to reclaim the ball here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, ball's loose after the tackle, and Play Rugby takes advantage of it. Again, though, Coach, like it looks like we're just getting some isolated runners out there, and the sky blue jersey is able to take advantage of it. Penalty and a quick tap from number 10. That's Molly Kennedy. Kennedy's brought down pretty hard on the far side.
He's calling an offside, probably not back 10.
Okay, a little bit more of an advantage for Play Rugby here as they start to advance into scoring territory. Little tap. Ball goes to Reynoso. Reynoso, boom, big charging run. Support's got to be there, and it is, thankfully. A bit of a hospital pass there, but well fielded by Kennedy. Kennedy just breaking tackles here.
Yeah.
Support is there. Number 9 on a big carry there. It looks like Zila Felix. Oh, turned over. Shame for Play Rugby there, but again, just good pressure there from Downingtown.
Kick for territory here. Let's see what happens.
Rodriguez on the carry. Oh, she's being bounced around quite a bit there. There's that hard work that we've come to expect from Downingtown at the breakdown, and they're just stripping and poaching all day long. That's a fair ball, as Coach Mike, referee Mike just said. 13 recovers off the ruck, and that is Alyssa Celia. Nice heads-up Play Rugby there.
Yeah, a lot of high tackles going on. You could see they're getting a little tired, so the tackles are getting up a little bit more. Official is seeing it and calling it. Let's hope that they can reset that so no other injuries can occur.
I guess not that we expect to see it, but you can understand why it's happening. They are playing a hard brand of rugby right now. These young athletes are tired. Like it's, listen, fitness is super important, but the game that's going on out there is challenging for fitness.
Correct. Yeah, especially if you're hitting or taking hits that powerful. Yeah. Absolutely.
One after the other too. It's not like one and done.
Absolutely. Not sure what the penalty was for over here, but Downington's going to give looks like a kick for touch to gain some territory here.
They found touch easily, and going to line out on the far side. Okay. Marshalling the players. Mike Eisenhart making sure we've got a clean channel. Ball's up, and unfortunately a bit of a soft toss, and it's lost in the middle, but Downingtown's able to recover it, and they're on the attack. That was number 9 with a hard charging run, Cameron Snow. And here we are getting good ball service. Getting stuck in is Play Rugby and making it hard. But there's that number 13 again. Apologies, no jersey number named to the number here. But hard work from that outside center all day long. Play Rugby definitely creating some static, but there's a good clattering run from Bree Kindig in the 3 jersey.
Yeah, the forward play, again, phase after phase. Pick up and goes with a support right at the hip. It's working beautifully. They're just marching straight down the pitch right now.
Absolutely. And just they're putting Play Rugby on that back foot, and they're going to, at some point in time, those outside lanes are going to open up, and they're going to work it wide and say goodnight. Pasco opts for the weak side run. She's taken down far side. Ball is lost forward. Play Rugby scrambling to get control. It's still loose in the backfield and very dangerous here for Play Rugby. I think they were able to recover. We'll see as the melee subsides. Yes, they were. Lucky series of play there, Coach.
Absolutely, yeah. It was looked like definitely was a melee. I'm not sure what was going on. Ball was inadvertently kicked back, and was an advantage to play rugby. It looks like they're about at least within their 10 meters right now. Oh, they got the penalty here. Downingtown probably not releasing again. Definitely at a great spot to see.
Absolutely.
With their powerful forwards, there's a good chance right there they could punch this one in.
Absolutely. This is that opportunity like you were talking about, like a good solid pod right there, just crash that line. So Downingtown taking their time on the penalty. There it is. We were just talking about it, Coach. That's what they're opting to do is crash that line. Oh,
no, probably not releasing again.
it looked like rolling away, and it's going to be quick ball from Pasco, and I think it's try time. Oh,
Yep.
Held up.
Yeah.
Held up. Scrappy work from Play Rugby. Love it.
We'll have a goal line kick now for being held up, so we'll see how Downingtown will replay this.
So interesting question for you as putting your referee hat on. There was a knock in the try zone on the potentially scoring team's side, and the call was goal line drop. Is that correct?
You know, interesting. It happened to me yesterday in a game as well, too. Knocks in the try zone actually are scrums now.
Okay.
There's still a 5-meter scrum. Yeah, usually if it's held up or brought down, it's usually the goal line drop.
Got it. But if it is knocked in the attempt to score, if it's knocked on, it should be a 5-meter scrum.
Correct.
Okay, all right, because there were some rule changes there, correct, or around that
There definitely
area?
was. It definitely was.
Or law changes.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Okay.
The thinking is that that's a mistake by the attacking team if you're knocking it on. So if you're giving a goal line drop again, then you're basically
Giving the ball away.
correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's how I see it. So
That makes a lot of sense. So I think we're just seeing unbelievably hard-charging effort from both sides here. Unfortunately, Play Rugby turns the ball over just south of their 10. And the Sky Blue jerseys opting to kick to touch, and I believe they found touch not a bother. Yep, getting ready for the line out on the near side here.
I am amazed at the amount of poaching on both sides. If you see just the penalty counts here, majority of these penalties have gone because of not releasing the ball after a tackle has been made. You know, for both sides, it's really working on trying to have to seal that ball correctly so that could be eliminated, or trying to form a nice ruck through the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it shows just the quickness, again, the athletic abilities of these girls on both sides.
It's interesting you bring that up. Oh, nice little switch play right there, running to the near side. And it looks like Downingtown's looking pretty threatening here. That's it. Hey, that's the final whistle. It's going to go Downingtown's way today, 12-5. But certainly that was a hard-fought 12 points from a very inspiring Play Rugby side. Dan, pleasure having you on the mic. Hopefully you'll join us again.
Thank you. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And again, you know, I'm new to this league. I've heard a lot about it through Billy Dobbs. And it's incredible to see the athleticism, the ability to understand and to execute some great rugby skills at this level. It's a great future for women's rugby, moving forward into the collegiate and especially into the professional realms as well too. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Glad to have you, and please join us again.
Thank you.
Good luck at calling the game, the next game on.
Yes. Thank you.
Take care. Hey, we're back, folks, for Game 2 of the Northern Weekend Clash, the quad, and the much-anticipated Morris versus the visiting side, Downingtown. Downingtown playing 2 games today, so we had an hour break in between just to give them an opportunity to, the vacated seat of our friend Brian Ahern is Gene Caulfield, former coach of the U18 girls team, and now coaching the. Good to have you, Gene.
Thanks very much, Steph. It's great to be out here and being an honor to sit in this chair where so many other past coaches have helped out with the announcing with yourself and everybody else. It looks like we're about ready for kickoff here.
We certainly are. There's the first whistle, and ball is up from Maroney. Kicks a bit of a line drive. They're able to field it pretty well there, and we talk about this all the time, fielding the ball on the kickoff. Distro there from the tight 3, taking it up. We've got, let me give you a number on that, a name to that number. That's Jakara Dixon Logic.
Definitely holding their line right now.
Yeah, yes, they certainly are. That's the number 8 Pasco that we've seen a lot out of this weekend. Great ball carry, good decision-making skills. Here, big charging run here. That's Bree Kindig. Marching it down the field, doing some nice pod work here, some good attack. And there it is, 3 pods and swing it out to the backs. Hard run here, slicing run from the number.
A real tough girl. Gets her head in there, makes a great form tackle just about every time. Not afraid of anybody to go against.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, okay, penalty in favor of Morris, and I'm sure they'll be happy to have that. We're going to opt for kick to touch, easily found by Caitlin Maroney. So we'll go to the line out. A little bit of chat before we get back into play action here. Morris with the signature walk-up line out. Bit of a bobbly throw there, but well fielded. Sosie Honing's caught up there. Oh, unfortunately dishes off, thinking she's got the sport there. She's fighting back for the ball, but unfortunately it's going Downingtown way.
Good tackle.
So definitely working hard there to keep her held up so that they can get the turnover. Nice work from Ronsky.
That's great. It's great to watch these kids out here playing, and all of a sudden, the light goes on for certain things we're always trying to get them to do.
Absolutely.
Prior COVID, they just kept working on their basics and fundamentals.
Yep.
Definitely paying off at this point.
Good student of the game, too. Put into Downingtown. Good pack work here from Morris. Balls come out. Kugelman paints, driven back. Offside call here, so the ball is going to stay with Downingtown, but great pressure in the pack there, and then real nice work driving them back. Finds it easily. Good kick. This will be a good attacking platform for this team, Downingtown, Gene. They've shown themselves to be pretty handy with the set piece lineout.
Yeah, I've watched them size players out on the field, especially in the pack. That always helps. Grab that line out, maybe go to a maul, start driving, and then go from there. Get it out to the backs.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, I'll be curious if they employ them all here. That would be signature Morris in an attacking position like that for sure. Actually getting a little chilly here. Ball's up, well received. They're not going to go. They're going to go for an inside switch, and then now it's being worked wide.
Good attack on defense by Morris, getting right up in the opposing players' faces.
Trying to get a number on that. I think the 13. Let me see if she's been doing some hard work out there in the Doylestown jersey.
Downingtown again. Nice hard hit there by Morris.
Maybe it was the 12.
Downingtown trying to do a little pick and go here.
You can see the drilling that Coach Dobbs has been doing with the D1, D2 defense, them getting marshaled very well. Like to see a little bit more on the line speed there, just kind of taking that steam out of the runner instead of catching the tackle. But, the organization's good.
Liz Hansen called for offsides right there coming in from the side. Downingtown's calling. They're going to go for points right here.
Good decision early in the game. This is going to be a punch-out between these two solid sides, and absolutely good decision. Take the points early. Can we turn that down? This, I don't know, I'm hearing something. Oops, sorry about that. Dependable Davies, 3 points for Downingtown.
Good strong kick too. Didn't just chip at it.
So Gene, that kid picked up rugby a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
She's
pretty
just
impressive.
an athlete. I talked a little bit with her with Coach Mike yesterday afternoon. Really nice kid. Definitely wants to continue to play rugby at a higher level,
Yep.
and has the capability of doing that.
Absolutely.
To pick the game up
Thanks.
within a year. Again, you always have the rugby IQ. But just from a physicality perspective, she's a very good athlete. You can tell that. Probably a former soccer or potentially field hockey player that was out there. So again, all those different sports can translate to the rugby pitch for all players.
Absolutely. And, you mentioned rugby IQ. This is an individual who's actually picked up the details of the game pretty quickly as well. Like, she knows where to be on the field. There's no coaching from the sidelines to get her to where she needs to be.
Always makes it easier for a coach. You don't have to worry about yelling and screaming.
Absolutely. Far side line out, north of the Downingtown 22. I have this terrible compunction to say Doylestown. I apologize if that slips out. No offense to Doylestown, but I want to make sure we're giving the right props today. Ball's up, strong throw, lost in the tunnel. Stolen by Morris. Kugelman recovers. Corfin on the carry. Dishes off to Mignoni. Mignoni looking outside to Landerman. Landerman to Sosi. This is a nice series of play from Morris. Working it down the far side. And unfortunately, she's able to keep it in.
Working hard to stay in bounds. Excellent job.
Abby Cirillo, nice work there, keeping the ball in play. And, yeah, we're going to get a knock call there. Unfortunately, a little bit of jittery hands from Sabia. Could have gotten a better pass off to her and made it easier. We could have kept the ball moving. But nice series. Really nice series of attacking play there, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we talk about rugby IQ. That's a great play right there by that individual to make sure they stay inbound and not give up the ball out to an easy line out to the opposing team.
Again, very new player to the game, about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and just taking it like a duck to water. Okay, first scrummage of the game. We're getting a pretty good bird's eye view of it. Put in Downingtown. Second scrummage, pardon me. There it is, that commanding pack work.
Stolen by Morris.
Taken from the head. Oh, okay.
And the scrum collapses.
Yeah, oh no, and it looks like we have somebody. I think she's getting up. Okay.
Yep, everybody's up.
Yeah, thank God.
Everybody should just take a quick look at them, make sure all their pieces still are together.
Yeah. Well, this is testament to the scrum work that Bill Dobbs does with the team, right? That is a commanding pack.
Yeah, absolutely. I know with a couple of the front row players, they were people that I had the ability to, at least the luxury of their careers. It's nice to see them go, 4 years out, and now they're the players, they're the leaders on this organization and this team.
Absolutely. We do have a Downingtown player down right now.
Or shoulder at that point, so obviously that's a better sign than having to worry about any type of neck injury anytime a scrum collapses.
Good
like
Lord, yeah. We talk about that all the time. Safety first, right? Coaching-wise to her colleagues in the 1 through 8, and she said, if you ever feel uncomfortable in there, just bring it up. Raise your hand, start screaming, get up. Manner.
100%. Couldn't agree more. And it's, again, Nessa's been around the game for quite a while.
Yeah.
One of those players that came up through our U14 program and has had the ability to play, at a higher
time out in California during the COVID crisis that we were going through. But I know really enjoyed her time out there, and it certainly elevated her skill, her knowledge. Yeah. Okay. Packing down again. Same spot.
Ask him to back up a little bit.
They're Downingtown's holding on.
Oh.
Okay. They're able to work it through. There's a kick into space. It looks like it'll be covered by Cirillo. Oh, she unfortunately bobbles it forward. She's there for the...
To continue to play on, wait for the whistle from the referee.
Absolutely, absolutely. Keep that tempo up and take advantage. Downingtown organizing their back line. Again, pod work there from that number 8, Pasco, doing some nice little show and go there. She
Great
continues
tackle
forward.
by Liz Hansen, right
Absolutely.
there following down the line.
Absolutely. Danica Luzak on the carry and a little dummy run.
Get there, Zap. Push him out of the way. Drive.
Ooh, fighting to hold her up.
good.
Tripping the ball. Okay, it's... in the melee there. What Morris was doing was trying to hold the player up, holding them up from going to ground. At a certain point, the referee will blow the whistle and award the penalty, scrum down to Morris. And understood that could be potentially very dangerous, and let's just not see that moving forward.
And that's a good call by the referee.
Absolutely.
You know, we've got such young individuals out here. Again, we talk about rugby IQ. That's a good.
Certain. Nice pack down here from Morris. Just held their ground, worked the ball out well. Corfin on the carry. Just a little bit slow to that support there. Would like to see them really following up. She's running a good line,
Yeah.
so support should be right there.
Definitely excelling when she has that opportunity to be out on the pitch.
Yeah, a rugby family. Her dad's in the far field playing touch with the other old boys today. Mom's here spectating.
Yep, traveled with them a couple times to Ireland. Had a great time.
Yeah, good folks. Good folks. I don't remember Ireland. When was Ireland?
They told me it was in January. They can't tell me what year, though.
Yeah, that was a ball's in.
Good job.
Oh, eight-man pick there. They opt for it. Kugelman backs off. Sabia, unfortunately, is handled very quickly. Corfin taken down. Support forward colleagues. Nessa McLaughlin unselfishly dishes off to Caitlin Maroney. Caitlin Maroney, unselfish herself, keeps the ball moving. We'll try to get a number on who's running. And then it's Emily Van Doren gets the payday, and well-deserved.
Great run. Great organization there with Morris. Getting to the point, having a tackle in her engage.
And good for you, Van Doren. You do a lot of the heavy lifting out there, and you deserve those 5 points. Well done, kid.
This bud's for you.
This bud's... yeah, we probably... This Coca-Cola's for you. Probably better.
Okay.
And responsibility messaging.
Going back to my announcing days when I was with the Mets.
Right. Just a little outside. Is he asleep? Rillo on the kicking duties for the conversion. This is a tough kick, folks. Great strike.
Great strike.
Oh, my God.
And
well done.
Wow, well done. Well done.
Wow.
A lot of teams do. You know, as soon as that kicker goes to make that first movement forward, the entire team started to go towards the kicker, hoping for a bit of a distraction. But she definitely threw the posts.
Absolutely.
Nice 7-3 lead here for Morris.
Yeah, 4-point lead. And, you know, those 2 points will come in handy. You know, it's kicking wins, as they say.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a kicker who can make it outside, you know, out by the 15-meter mark, as opposed to right down the middle.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, amazing, and it helps tremendously.
Yeah, that's a confidence boost. Doylestown with a
little short there. Oh, just dribbles over 10 meters. Liz Hansen with the ball just driving forward.
Doing a great job out there. Liz doing a lot of the heavy lifting as well. These hands. Maria Wise tries to get a hold of it, but unfortunately shovels it up, and I think we're going to get a knock here.
Yeah, I don't believe the referee could see it, and that's what we go with.
Yeah, well, it could have been the Wise knock on that he would have called the penalty for as well, though, because unfortunately she shoveled it forward.
That's true. Going for another switch.
Unfortunately, some jittery hands there. Corfin with a great heads-up play, picks the ball and starts running, gets some great yardage, over the 10. Pretty heavy pressure from Downingtown. They weren't giving that ball up too easy. Emily Van Doren is sitting down at the moment. Hopefully she's all right.
And they're going to call for a trainer here.
Uh-oh. All right. She's
sitting up. Doesn't look like it's something too serious here, but again, we can't see from the opposite side of the field.
Right.
Getting lucky with the weather today. A little bit of rain last night softened this field up, so it is much better pitch to play. I believe yesterday when it was hot as heck out there.
And it was pretty hard pitch yesterday, and this softened it up a little bit. Much nicer field to be playing on today.
A little history. Be a cornfield. We're working farm many years ago, and the property was sold over to the nuns, the sisters who own St. Francis over here, and then from there they've allowed Morris Rugby to utilize this and other sports programs in Denville for lacrosse and for rugby and so on. So it's nice that we have the ability to get here, but we know as it pours like a fire hose out there every once in a while, this field will fill up to 4 feet of water without a problem.
Well, we got the Rockaway River right behind us, right? And as soon as that overflows, she's up.
It's good to see her up and
Yeah.
jogging off the field.
Tough player.
Yeah.
She is coming off, so let's see who they're going to put in on that far wing. Oh, okay, so maybe it's an HIA that we're looking at here. So it looks like the trainer will give the green light. Hopefully gives Van Doren the green light to get back in there. Yeah, she was just gesturing to her head. So I suspect they're just going to,
A little bit of a raspberry there by the eye.
Yeah. So, HIA is always a good thing. That's
Absolutely.
head injury assessment. And a player can come off the field and be assessed by a medical professional, and then they'll make the determination whether or not that player will be allowed back on the field. Standard walk-up line-out, balls up. Nice ball service there from Starkweather.
Here's the traditional
The
ball.
signature Bill Dobbs maul, and it was going real well there, too. Some nice yards covered. Morris hangs on to it. Corfin on the carry. Corfin dishes out to McNoney. McNoney doing the dance and getting through. There goes Landerman charging up the gut.
Well
Landerman's able to get it back. She's doing great. Ball's out to Sosie Honing. Sosie Honing looking for the corner. She's stopped by strong Downingtown defense.
And Nessa McLaughlin here.
Nessa McLaughlin on the carry. Unselfishly dishes it off. Ball comes out courtesy of Sabia. Kugelman on the distribution. Maroney looking for space. Tied up by 4.
Having those two players, they draw a crowd. And
Still
that
Hanson.
allows you to move the ball even quicker.
Absolutely. Really inspired offensive work. A little bit slowly. Maroney up, looking for space. Dishes. Nice quick ball
great
there.
balls there,
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Fantastic from Landerman. Unfortunately poached.
Leaving the ball out.
So
Tough break. A lot of work there.
Well, I think we knew going into this game that Downingtown was very good at the breakdown, and that's something that has to be addressed, right?
Yes.
So she's all right. She's up. That was Emma Davies. Took a pretty hard tackle there.
Bounced up, though.
She did.
Tough player.
Harry.
Nobody's taking her
Hanson
down.
trundles through 3 tackles. Awesome. Nice work there. Big counter ruck from Downingtown. Not giving it up easy. Bronski. Sabia can see it. Just held short right
Good
there.
support.
Sabia gets
Good
it back.
support.
McLaughlin on the carry. Just north of the line. We've unfortunately got a player down in the striped jersey. Hopefully we see her up on her feet shortly. This looks like it could be threatening for penalty Morris.
What's up with this player?
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, we can see her head moving.
A lot of recycling in there. Downingtown having to move back and forth on the pitch, trying to stay up with more.
Not sure what we had here. It looks like we blew a final whistle here, folks.
Yeah, that's a little unusual.
Wow. Okay, well, I mean, that signals to me, and I think you'll... Mike Eisenhart expressing his upsetment with Danny Marin's call. She is up.
A little blood. Looks like maybe a nose.
Okay.
Has that gauze up one of the nostrils.
Walking over to Nessa McLaughlin and Danny Marin, who was at the center today in the green jersey, and coach from Downingtown walking over as well to find out what's going on or what the call was there. So more to come, folks. Gino, let's take a commercial break and we'll come back.
Alrighty.
All right. See you in 2, folks.
Okay.
Okay, folks, we're back. And first and foremost, my sincere apologies for the drop of that foul language. I was offering some praise to my counterpart here in the seat and thought I had muted the mic and I should mind my language. So my apologies. I hope I didn't offend anybody. But anyway, we just got the referee's take on what happened there. And, you know, it's the ref's game to call. So what happened was, Gene, what we heard was there were 2 penalties almost simultaneously. One was not releasing. The other player was off her feet in the ruck. So basically what Danny was saying was those 2 penalties null each other out. So basically he calls a restart. The half was ended. You can't end it on a penalty, but you can end it on a restart. So he blew the whistle for the first half at that point. And that's what Mike Eisenhart and Bill Dobbs took umbrage with. So, yeah, I'm sure there'll be more to chat about, but that was what had happened.
And we do thank the ref. At least we can help the audience out here watching the game.
Yeah, us too, you know, because we were kind of both, all 4 of us over here scratching our heads a little bit to what was going on. So
we're 50 meters away, and, you know, one thing looks one way, and
yeah,
typically right on top of that. So
yeah. Well, we're back on for the second half of what's been a pretty hard-fought clash. the first half. This is, if you're just joining us, Downingtown versus 3 in Morris's favor at the moment. Thank you, Gino.
And we're about ready to go here. Who wants the ball? Let's get it in the air here. Nice kick by Downingtown.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Not fielded too well by Morris there, but it's recovered by Corfin, who's doing some side-to-side running and evasive play there. She's able to staple the ball back, which is good news. Kugelman gets control of the ruck. She dishes out to the weak side to Maroney. Maroney with a great run there. She's unfortunately unable to get the ball off clean, but it will stay Morris. So Morris trundling over the 50 on the far side.
Well done.
Referee says it'll go back. That's good. Okay. Ball's moving really well. Oh, a bit of a rocket into the hands of Cirillo, and she's unable to control it. You know, it looks like JoJo Magnoni might have been opting for the skip pass, but unfortunately didn't get it past Cirillo for that and right into her hands. Tough to catch. Ball has turned Downingtown, Gene, and they are on the attack.
Yeah, that rifle pass, unfortunate. Looked like at a minimum. Referee let them play on, and advantage is over.
Yeah, and look, we got a hard-charging run on that side there. Good disruption by Morris, taking the steam out of that attacking side, because crash carry right there from the 8 again. Pasco just putting the work in today.
Yeah, absolutely. Really like the way the backs are playing for Morris. Getting in there, getting dirty.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, and you know what? It's interesting. Downingtown plays a very similar game to Morris, so it's fun to watch. A lot of pod work, right? Suck in that defense. Hard run from the number 12. God, I wish we had a name for her. I will try to find it here, but she's doing the heavy lifting out there today, folks. Good head of steam on this Downingtown attack. Well organized. Getting that organization going. You can hear Morris screaming to get that defense scraped out to the far side and make sure they're covered.
And number 1's been working hard out there for Downingtown all game.
That is Michaela Snow. Cameron Snow. So 2 sisters out there on the field and both doing some heavy lifting today. Nice work out there.
Looks like she took a little bit of a shot to the nose. She's kind of holding her nose a little bit.
Whistle, I think we're bringing out the trainer.
Yeah, it looks, or they're asking for the trainer. Now they're making a swap here.
Is number 16 coming off the bench, and that is Kayla Towles, and she'll be in while we get an assessment here.
Somebody better take a look on Downingtown. Looks like they got 16 players. Oh, no, the other player finally got off the pitch.
There we go. Emma Davies again opting for a kick to touch. Very sure-footed, this young lady. I think she's found it very easily.
Yeah, she did.
So this is another great attacking platform here, and let's see what plays out from this. To me, this is...
And Downingtown has the players to do that.
100%.
The question is, how much do they practice it? We're going to find out in a second here. Some coaching from the Morris side. They're opting for a scrum.
Okay. So what happened there? I mean, we must have knocked it on then, because I thought maybe Kit didn't make the touch.
It looked like the player, the wing, Taryn, was standing there waiting for the ball to try to catch it and knocked, unfortunately, off her chest and back into play, or out of bounds.
And hence the this is a mean attack right here.
Oh. And the center's there for Morris.
Yes, absolutely, because they had that dummy runner slicing up the front, and they opted to go to the outside. Thankfully, the coverage on defense was there, because that was very threatening from Downingtown.
Well, Downingtown's run that a couple times already. At some point, they've got to give her the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Pasco doing the work, driving it down that far channel. Carry, just in. She brings it in a good hard 5 yards there.
Oh, that ball didn't come back very clean.
They gotta, Morris has got to get that line speed up and take that pressure off of this ball here.
Oh, drag. Looks like they tried to drag her out of bounds. Good tackle.
Well done, Maroney. Great heads-up rugby. Okay, hey, there it is. Hey, really nice work from the Morris defense on that. Really great heads-up play from Maroney to make
play. That's something that, you want to always put your shoulder in there, put that player to the ground, but it was a smart move. Get her to the ground and just keep dragging the player right out the side.
Right, turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Well, it must be a little bit frustrating for Doylestown because that was try time.
A substitution here.
Ronsky coming off. She did some nice work today. She's getting some kudos, and rightly so, from her teammates and coaches.
Ost came in to replace her.
Okay, Kira Ost is going to be going.
So it's going to be Morris. Scrum here should be 5 meter.
So this is where the pack work's going to come in handy. So that's telling me that Mike is looking for a kick out of pressure there.
Well, it looks to me it's Downingtown's put.
Interesting.
Abby, you fill on the pick.
So we got Morris. As that ball comes out, all those players will be up in the opposing side for Downingtown.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know what happened that it got turned over there, but I guess we'll find out later. Another whistle. Tough to give the listening. Tough right now, just be the way that we've got our cameras set up, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. All right. Well, we just got Nelson to move the camera back just a little bit, so we've got a bit of.
Mars stole it.
Awesome. Oh, geez, that.
Oh, we got a good
tough
bounce.
Kick.
Good bounce there.
Got a lucky bounce is what happened. Yeah, absolutely. Oh.
And the ball
on the chase there. Thank God. Like we always say, the kick is only as good as the chase, and she was there for it. Downingtown opts for it to dribble out, and they will take the line-out possession. Crossfield kick. It looked like it could have been easily fielded and run right back up the gut.
Yeah, that's one of those kicks where, as a coach, you're kind of sitting there going, I hope it goes our way.
Yeah.
And luckily, it top spin there and just kept moving out, so it gives Morris a little bit of a breather.
Like you said, that was a lucky bounce. That was a lucky bounce for Morris after her injury assessment, so that's good to see. Towels, though, nice work coming off the bench there. No tempo was lost in the front row, and she did some nice carry work there on the almost score a few plays back.
Always great to see when you move one player out, put another player in there.
Yeah.
You don't lose anything.
It's interesting.
Forward.
Yeah.
Interesting. The ball never came down really clean. But now we've got a scrum to Downingtown.
Boy, if they can take it from the head here, Gino.
Oh.
That would be.
And unfortunately with high school women's rugby, you can't get that tremendous push like you can in the adult program. Turn that opposing scrum right over.
Yeah.
You only have 2 meters, 3 meters. Good push.
Yeah.
Ball's out.
It depends on the officiating. Some don't keep to that 1.5 meter rule on the push. Some let it go. Oh, wow. Okay, so here again, there's that number 12 again with that hard charging run. Nice ball work here from Downing side.
Plenty of Mars players right there.
Yeah, big gap in that defense. Hopefully I see Starkweather scraping over.
Unfortunate knock there by Downingtown. Oh, no.
Oh,
penalty.
Okay, all right. Even 5 points without the conversion would put Downingtown ahead by 1.
Kick to touch. Looks like the ball went out about 4 or 5 meters before the try line.
Mm-hmm. Okay, folks. On how the line out goes.
Lineout's in.
All right, so
Ball's out through Downingtown.
well, there it is. There's the switch we were talking about. Oh, she's
Great
handled
hit.
though. Thank God.
Great hit.
Woo! But Downingtown, to their credit, was able to keep their cool and get the ball distribution out. And then we saw that switch run in the centers, which was very pretty.
Looked like it was.
On the Morris side now, it looks like Sabilla maybe.
Yeah, that's who I would look at right now.
Yeah, listen,
She's
she's a
bouncing
tough
up.
player. If she's not getting up, that must have been quite a hard hit.
Got knocked around a little bit there.
Yeah,
But she looks to be okay.
tough kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's waving off the trainer. She's back in. Tough spot for a Downingtown penalty advantage here for Morris.
I didn't see.
Neither
see
did
what
I.
happened there.
Busy trainer today.
It's always good to have them.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. Ball's out. Great.
Claire
run.
Davies on the carry back there. Dangerous player. Exciting period in the game. I think we're both a little slack-jawed watching what's going on, so we'll try to get back to the game. Downingtown still in control, but Morris really working them over in that far corner, making it hard. Downingtown opts to dish the ball out. It's loose in the backfield. Morris is able to contain but not get the turnover.
Morris has pushed them back from being 5 meters out to being more around the 15-meter line.
Yeah, fair call. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they're D1s, D2s. They're right there. Now they're moving the ball. Oh, looks like there's obstruction. Yep, obstruction by Downingtown.
Wow. Well, you know, that's, you know, what do they say? Fortune favors the brave. That was great work from Morris. We'll be happy with the defensive work today.
Absolutely.
Because this is a well-schooled side over here, Downingtown. They're bringing it today. Okay, line out not too far from us. It'll be on the throw-in.
Referee counting 5 meters out. I guess he didn't see the white lines out there, but we'll help him out later on. Great lift by Morris.
Absolutely, and Wise just really comfortable up there and able to get it.
And here it comes.
Here's the maul. We're starting to get some forward momentum. That was Ammerman.
Unselfish.
Wise stopped and dropped. Kira Oss doing the hard work there. McNoney's able to get the ball off. Bringing it back. It looked like an offsides call, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, offsides call. Morris getting a little pressure taken off there.
Great job there, Stefano. I didn't see that.
Shut up, Gene. Who invited this guy? Kick to touch.
Great kick.
Maroney
to touch.
finds touch very easily. We're going to set up for a line into the Downingtown half of the field, which has not seen a lot of action this second half.
Has not. If there's a piece of field out there that hasn't seen many footprints.
Liz Hansen with a big grin on her face. That makes you happy football.
Yep.
Glad to have her. Walk-up line out. They're opting for the short call here. Another maul again. This is great momentum. But hey, in there and stripped. Wow.
Wow.
Heads-up play from Downingtown. Tough one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she just got around there, got in there, and was able. Let's get a number on that jersey for you folks shortly. Downingtown has just taken it back another
Ball's
40
out.
yards.
Carried out by Downingtown.
Wow, that was lucky for Morris right there because Downingtown could smell blood, I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely.
Woo! Great series of plays. So they strip it from the Morris Mall over here, work the ball to the far side, hit that runner in that open channel out yards until she's driven out.
Yeah, it was great play by number 1 for Downingtown. Getting through, there was a little hole in there. Got her hands on the ball, went to ground, and from there.
For Maddie Goncalves, who's taking over at the inside center role.
Line out to Morris. Oh, hard run there by Sibilia. Oh, boy. Saw a couple of heads.
from the touch.
It's going to be a penalty to Morris.
Okay, I couldn't see Dan's hand gesture, so let's just say it's a penalty right now, favor to Morris. Kicking for touch.
Not her best work, but that's going to work out.
Yeah,
that's going to work out to the advantage by the ball going through the hands of the Downingtown player.
Yeah.
Out on Downingtown.
What we thought was maybe an errant kick turned out to be very lucky for Morris, and put them in a really good position for this line out, putting them back firmly in Downingtown territory. Morris walks up. Going to the one jumper. Unfortunately, it looks like the lift went a little sour.
Yeah. From this vantage point, it looked like it was a little bit not straight.
Yeah, and it looks like the lift didn't get off just south of the 10-meter in their territory. Ball's in.
Good
Morris
push.
with a good push here. But ball will
Ball's
stay
out.
with Downingtown. There's that switch, inside switch, dummy runner. Cirillo under the ball
Nice
and handles
catch.
it well. Just a hard little
McLaughlin.
Nessa McLaughlin will have to do the hard work by herself there. Caitlin Maroney finding space as she does, just fleet-footed runner. She's just breaking tackles everywhere. Support's there in the form of Corfin and Ammerman. Morris is going to maintain control here. Sabia looking for the angles.
She saw it. She saw something there.
Yeah, and Downingtown saw her, took her down just north of the 5. McLaughlin unselfish out to McNoney. McNoney looks, Goncalves gets clopped. We're not able to see if Morris was able to get the ball off there. It appears Morris is still in control. They certainly are.
McLaughlin with the run. McLaughlin driving hard.
Good work from Morris here. Good work. Liz Hansen. Try time, Liz Hansen. Let's see it, girl.
Strong like bull.
Oh, okay. So we're going to staple it back. That's all right. That's good.
There's nobody out there. Get the ball out.
Maroney looking for that spot. Working hard, pumping the legs, and
with
there
that
it
try.
is. Well-worked try from Poole with a pretty substantial defensive effort from Downingtown.
You know, those players that are watching this on the broadcast, you know, the one thing that the fullback did with that kick from Downingtown, she had her body positioned to the side, so even if she did miss it, the ball was going to go back. So for those players watching at home, that's the way you want to play that kick.
Great point, Coach. Great point for the young players who might be watching right now. So that was a hard-fought try right there. Nice work from the Downingtown defense, but unfortunately they broke under some serious pressure from the Morris forwards. That was really a forwards try right there. Well done.
Yes, absolutely. You know, personally, I don't want to get hit by Nessa or Liz repeatedly.
Not at all. and Caitlin Maroney's
good
for the 2.
That's it.
And that'll blow the whistle, folks, on a hard-fought game with the final score at
14-3
in favor of Morris, but that does not belie the effort that was put out by Downingtown today.
No, that score, I would say throw the points out, but that was just a heck of a battle between both.
Yeah.
Nobody gave up. They all played hard. You know, again, you know, it's a long weekend for many of these players.
Absolutely. And look, and give it to Downingtown, too. They just played a hard-fought match against Play Rugby. Nose team like Morris, and they put on a good show today, folks.
Absolutely. 100%.
And smiles all across the board, people walking through the channels, slapping each other on the back. Love to see it. And that's it for us.
Well, thanks for the invite. Maybe we'll do this again sometime.
Oh, say something about the food. Yeah, just thank everyone to put together. Oh, absolutely. Hey, great call from Grills today and putting out a fantastic spread for everybody. So hopefully these two teams will head over there and enjoy some food courtesy of all the great parents here at Morris putting on a great show over there. And I'm looking forward to getting over there and having a couple wings myself.
It'd be rude to say no.
It'd be rude. It would be rude. Hey, Gino, thanks for sitting in today. Hopefully we'll have you back as well. Good fun.
Always with you, Steph. Thank you very much for the invite.
All right. And as we say, go USA Eagles. Bye-bye, everybody.